Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with Business with Professor T, and today we're going to be talking about everything you need to know about student finance before and whilst you are at uni. So first thing is first, always check that you're eligible for student finance, because some people within the UK, or in the UK rather, are not eligible for student finance. So always check the government website and check that you're actually eligible for student finance. Once you've checked that you're eligible for student finance, make sure you get all the necessary documents required. So that could be the income, the annual income of your parents, or your passport, or your whatever documents that they need. Make sure you have it at hand whilst you're doing the application, because sometimes they might ask you that whilst you're doing the application. So always make sure you have all the necessary documents at hand whilst you're doing the application, and make sure once you've checked you're eligible, do the application ASAP. You don't want to be that person at the beginning of term running up and down trying to sort out your student finance. Make sure you do it prior to you starting the term. You do not want to be that student chasing up student finance once term has started, because once term starts, that's it. Your focus is going to be on actually learning and achieving your mission at uni, not phoning student finance and saying, oh, when is the money dropping? Make sure you do it as soon as possible so you can get the money ASAP. And also, you don't want your uni chasing after you that, oh, when are you going to pay, what's going on with student finance. Make sure you are on top of your finances. Secondly, or thirdly, I've lost count now, but I'll keep track somewhere. Thirdly, make sure you plan and budget for the semester or the whole academic year. If you feel like you want to plan for the semester, plan and budget for the semester, or plan for the whole entirety of the academic year. Now, you planning for the semester or for the year enables you to know your income and your expenditures. Now, the reason why this is important is that you do not want to be spending more than what's actually coming in. Now, as a student, there's a lot of pressure for you to spend money on going out, money on travels, money on books, money on various things, but make sure you are in control of the money you spend. So always have a spreadsheet, or even write it down on a little book, and make sure that you know that, okay, on this week, this is how much I'm spending, this is how much I have to save, this is how much I have for my weekly allowance. Always make sure that you have a visual representation or a visual idea of what your money is really doing, because sometimes when you try and do it mentally, you start to get confused and you lose track of things. Fourthly, or fourth, whatever number I am on, make sure that you open a student bank account. Having a student bank account is so important. Some banks offer money back, some banks give you loan-free money, some banks give you student discounts, railway discounts. So always make sure that you shop around and you look at the various banks, and you look at different banks to see what they have to offer in terms of student bank accounts. Do not buy into brands. As a student, you do not have the luxury to be buying into brands. Sometimes you literally have to humble yourself and go into Tesco's, or go into Morrison's, or go into Asda and actually buy Tesco values or Sainsbury values, because sometimes coming towards the end of the semester, or coming towards like the midway through your semester or the year, things start to become tight. So if you can cut down on a few pounds on your pasta or on your mince meat, please do so. So do not just buy branded items. Always shop around and always make sure that you get the best value for money. Now, student finance is not going to be enough. Well, for majority of students, student finance is not going to be enough. Now, student finance will cover some certain things, but it doesn't cover all your living costs. So you will have to either find a part-time job or find ways legally to make money. So that could be starting up a little business, or finding a part-time job, or doing something that is legal to make extra income, because as we all know, student finance doesn't cover all the living expenses, and to live in the United Kingdom is very, very expensive. Next is cut your coat according to your size. And this one's a big one for students, because I feel like as a student, you really want to be amongst your peers, you really want to mingle, and you really want to do things that your age mates or your peers are doing. But at a certain point, you will have to cut your coat according to your size. If you know that your income doesn't facilitate you going out every single day, or doesn't facilitate you having takeaways every day, then please do cut your coat according to your size and stay in your lane, because you don't want to splash out all your money in the first semester or in the first few weeks of term, and then as time progresses you have less and less and less, and then you start to starve yourself, or you start to miss out on rent, or you start to miss out on little things like that, or you don't have enough money to travel to uni. So make sure that you cut your coat according to your size and you stick to your budget a little bit rigidly, but always make sure that you have room for flexibility. Last but not the least, always know when to say no. Not everything you must buy, not everything you must spend your money on. Always make sure that you shop around for various deals. Make sure you sign up for uni days. Make sure you sign up for various discount websites that will give you like buy one get one free pizzas, or make sure that you live in a way that you're quite prudent, you're quite cautious, and you're quite what's the word I'm looking for? You look around and you try and find the best value for you, because not everything at face value is always good for you. A shop could sell a pizza for £500, that's just an extreme, but you can also find the same pizza at another shop for £10.50. Now, if you're on a tight budget, I'm sure you would love to get the £10.50 one. That's everything for student finance for now. If you have any other tips for student finance, drop it in the comments below. And if you would like to see more videos, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe.